easier to make than you might think, and it tastes so much better too. Here to show us how to make your own eggnog at home, we welcome back the creator of Proportional Plate, Candice Walker. Great to see you.
Great to be back. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Okay, I think a lot of us have maybe never ventured to make our own eggnog at home before.
And a lot of people don't like eggnog until they drink the homemade version.
True, because you kind of have a vision of it, or maybe what you've tasted in your childhood, and you go, that wasn't so great.
Right,
Okay.
but I promise you, this is different. Think drinking melted ice cream is what it actually tastes like. So it's awesome. So,
and we're gonna make kind of the basic dry version,
yes,
and then you can add to it.
Yes, and I'll tell you exactly how much to add if you feel like doing that.
Okay.
But we'll start with our liquids here. I'm gonna add 2 cups of milk.
Okay.
I'm using whole milk, but choose your own adventure.
Probably tastes better though, right?
Yeah.
Just go for it.
It
It's
really
the holidays.
does. 1 cup of cream,
Okay.
which is half a pint, and this was a pint, so I'm gonna
Nice.
just sort of eyeball that. That looks about right.
Beautiful.
And then 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which I'm gonna actually turn this on because we are on a little time crunch here, aren't we?
Yep, here we go.
Okay, so we're going to heat this. We don't want it to come to a boil, okay?
Right.
So it's really the same ingredients and almost the same method as if you're making an ice cream base.
Oh,
so
that
that
makes
really
sense.
is what we're doing
Okay.
here. So I'm
So we
gonna
don't
just
want to scramble our eggs, is what you're telling me.
exactly,
Okay.
and we don't want to boil the milk because it'll curdle and
Yeah.
separate, you know. So I mean, I really like nutmeg, so I kind of
Well, yeah. More is more.
more is more.
Yes.
So while this heats, because just like when you make an ice cream, we're gonna heat this mixture. We're gonna cream our eggs and our sugar, our egg yolks and our sugar, and then we're gonna temper them together, and then you just chill them in the fridge unless you want to drink them warm.
Okay.
That's really it. So now let's separate our eggs.
Okay.
So let's see, what have I set up here? We're just using egg yolks.
You
So
tap
we're
the
gonna
eggs together.
I do tap them together, which is something I learned standing in line at a bakery.
Oh.
There was someone making their pastries, and they had this huge pile of eggs next to them, and they were just cracking them against each other, and it just shows you.
Wait, because the one cracks and the other one doesn't.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Physics. Don't
Okay.
you just love physics?
Well, and I am a messy egg cracker, and I'm always thinking, what am I doing wrong?
Well, what's great about this is when you crack them against each other, you know exactly where it's going to crack because it cracks on the spot that you're hitting it.
Okay.
And you're not dirtying the side of a bowl. I made a mess here anyways because
Well,
that's
that's
kind of what I
okay.
do. But it tends to be less messy.
The desired effect is happening, though. You're getting the yolks out.
Exactly.
Just a little extra.
So that's 3.
Okay.
Will you add the half a cup of sugar to that? It's pre-measured.
Okay.
We gotta love pre-measured. If only life was that way, right? If only
Oh
every time you opened your cupboards, everything was perfectly measured and ready to go for you. All right. And 1 more. I brought an extra just in case. You never know when you're gonna get a bad egg.
See, you're so smart.
And people always ask me, they're like, how do you know if it's a bad egg? I'm like, oh, you'll know because it smells like a bad egg.
Isn't that true?
Bad.
you know it when you see it.
And hopefully that never happens to you.
And if you get a double yolk, then you're just lucky.
Then you win.
So there you go.
You win the holidays.
All right.
All right. So whisk it together, and you're gonna whisk it the way that you do when you're baking. Like you really wanna get it to a pale yellow. So I want you to be aggressive here.
Okay.
Use your arm, like make this your
happening.
workout
It's
of
happening.
the day, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna give this little stir and check on it. But the reason you want it to be a pale yellow is because what it does is, they call it like a ribboning effect.
Yeah.
What you're doing is you don't wanna have that coarseness of the sugar in what you're gonna be eating later. So yeah, just really
beautiful.
And you can use a hand mixer if you want, but totally, I don't think it's always necessary.
Not for, this is quick. We don't need that.
This is quick, exactly.
That's just more dishes.
Exactly.
I don't want to clean more stuff.
Now I'm gonna bring this over to you.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start adding some of this warm mixture in there. And I want you to whisk while I add it.
Okay, keep going.
Because what we're doing here when we temper it is you don't want to get those scrambled eggs, right? So if you whisk it, it sort of distributes that heat a little bit better. So I'm just gonna put a couple little of these adorable ladles in here.
This is where the patience comes in.
And then we'll just put that whole thing back in here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna steal this from you. Thank you so much for all your hard work and
Yay.
effort. And I magically grabbed one with a spout today, so that's
Oh,
good.
nice. That was a good idea.
Right? That was a good idea, you know. Sometimes things just work out.
But you know what? We would figure it out no matter what. There's always a way, okay?
And I am gonna switch back to this because I don't want to whisk it because I don't want to whip it.
Yeah.
Okay? But you want this to come to 170 degrees.
Oh.
This step actually isn't required.
Okay.
If you're someone who can't eat raw eggs, do this.
There you go.
I usually do it anyways because, you know, it's not much work. The pot's already dirty.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do it. So if you get it to 170 degrees, it's like a food safe temperature for the eggs.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And it's the temperature that you use when you're making ice cream
That's a good
as
idea,
well.
though, especially if you're feeding a large group and want to make sure everybody has everything they need.
Exactly. Okay. So we're going to cheat and we're not going to come to 170.
Yep.
It's at 110 right now.
Okay.
But we're going to pretend like it is.
Yep, because we're going to finish this.
TV magic.
Yay.
So let me turn this off. And I did get us, and if you don't want to eat it because the raw eggs, I completely understand.
I'm going for it.
But I got these adorable
I'm a runny
little
egg
cups.
kind of gal.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of us
These
are.
so cute.
These little espresso cups. Aren't they just perfect for this?
Wow.
One for you.
Look at you, the perfect pour.
Well, this pot, it kind of does that for you,
knows
which
what
is
to
really
do.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, now, this is, you can add if you want.
A quarter cup.
Okay.
I like to do a mix of rum and bourbon, but you could also just do rum or just do bourbon.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Like
Ooh, the
melted ice cream.
nutmeg. I know.
It's very different than the store-bought. I don't know why
That's
store-bought
totally
can't
different.
do this.
It can't.
But it should. But yeah, refrigerate this for a minimum of 4 hours overnight. So it gets a little bit, it also gets a little bit thicker when you let it get to that 170 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
That's nice, though, and I can tell how, over time, all the flavors would just even come together even more and just be, But that's a good start.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, we will have this recipe and more about Candice on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.